This is a public service announcement for anybody that has a gluten allergy or a wheat allergy. Culver's has gluten-free buns, and they're delicious!
Okay, so I am gluten-free, and I feel like eating out when you go to fast food restaurants is very hard. And I have some time before work, before I go in, so I'm going to tell you guys what you can and can't eat at fast food restaurants because I think I've mastered the system. So also to preface this, I live in New England, so I'm doing like fast food chains that are in New England. So first with Dunkin' and Starbucks, we have these beautiful inventions called egg bites. You call them omelet bites at Starbucks, and they're amazing. They're fire. They have them at Aroma Joe's too, if you know what that is. 10 out of 10, you can get those there. They're gluten-free. Dunkin' also has snack and bacon, which is perfect. McDonald's, honestly, like, kind of fuck you at that point. You can get a salad. I don't know why you would ever want to eat a salad from McDonald's. Technically, their fries are gluten-free, but they're fried. I've been trying to figure this one out. I think they're fried in the same fry later as other stuff, but I also think they have their own fry later. No one can give me a straight answer. So if you know, let me know. Wendy's. Wendy's is a great alternative for gluten-free people because I either get a baked potato there or chili. They're both gluten-free. They're both amazing. They're both fire. Next, we have Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A has really, really good grilled nuggets. That's what they're called. And obviously they're not breaded with anything, so I always get that. I think that they have like a gluten-free bun and you can do a just plain chicken patty on that, but I'm not like a burger person, so I always get their grilled nuggets, and their french fries are gluten-free too. Taco Bell, I feel like this one is pretty easy. It has the safest amount of options. Pretty much any hard taco you get is gluten-free. Their nachos are gluten-free. Pretty much anything in a shell at Taco Bell is gluten-free because they're all made with corn. Okay, next is Panera. Panera obviously is a lot of breads, a lot of like soups, but I think it's called the Mediterranean bowl. I could also be making that name up 100%, but it's like quinoa and a whole bunch of other stuff. That is fire. I get it every time I go there. Okay, my time has come and I have to go into work, but let me know if you want other fast food chains that have gluten-free options. Love you guys. Boy. Also, if you're going to like Dunkin' or McDonald's, they also have hash browns. Pretty much every like breakfast place has hash browns. They're gluten-free, but again, if they're fried in the same fry later and you have a very, very like high sensitivity to gluten, maybe don't do that, but they are gluten-free.
Here are all the gluten-free fast food fries that I know of. And to clarify, yes, fries are naturally gluten-free, but a lot of fast food places either do it in shared fryers with gluten ingredients or they add like some sort of gluten-filled ingredient into their seasoning or whatever. But here are the ones that I know of. Most of these are going to be burger places, In-N-Out. These are probably like the closest to shoestring fries too that you're going to find. Five Guys fries are really good. They're just not like the fast food fries that you really think of, but they're still pretty good. Penn Station is another good one, and it might vary by location. Some of these actually might, so just keep that in mind and always ask. Smash Burger also has really good fries. I usually get Chick-fil-A because it's like the only drive-through place that has gluten-free fries. Shocking, another burger place, Red Robin, and I think that also might vary on location too, so just double check.
So instead of doing my favorite gluten-free products, I thought I'd do like fast food places and restaurants where I get gluten-free food and what I get from there. So first I'll start with Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A has been the best. They do gluten-free buns. So I do a grilled chicken sandwich with a gluten-free bun, and then their fries are gluten-free, so I eat their fries. And then their sauce is dairy-free. So that's the first one. The second one is Five Guys. You can do like anywhere you can do like a lettuce wrap, like with a burger, but it's just like not the same. But Five Guys, their fries are all gluten-free. The same with Burger King and Wendy's. McDonald's, we can't. Their fries have gluten in them, I think, regardless. Then the other places are just like cross-contamination, which doesn't bother me, but if you're like sensitive to it, it might. What else? Dairy Queen. I eat Dairy Queen fries. They don't bother me either. Then again, you can do like the lettuce wrap with the burger. Another good one's Taco Bell. Taco Bell, they do like their power bowls. So I do a chicken power bowl and then I just get like no cheese the avocado ranch sauce, and no sour cream. And then, which I just found out, is their crunchy shells, their taco shells are gluten-free. So then I started doing just a plain crunchy taco with lettuce, tomato, ground beef, and no cheese. And then places like Dunkin' Donuts, they do like their bacon in a bag, like their snack and bacon that is gluten-free, and then their hash browns are also gluten-free. Panera somehow, like you'd expect Panera to have stuff, but I've never found anything at Panera that I can have besides like drinks. Chipotle and Moe's, obviously you can make your own bowl and do whatever you want in them. Places like DeBello's or like Wegmans, if you live near them, they do gluten-free sub rolls, so you can do that. And then they have obviously like a ton of other stuff too. I feel like there's stuff I'm forgetting, so if there's any places that you guys go to that's really good and that's gluten-free, let me know. But otherwise, I think that's all I can think of.
Something embarrassing about being gluten-free is that this is my go-to Arby's order.
It's a bowl of meat with no bun.
I'm embarrassed every single time I order it, but I'm gonna keep doing it because it tastes good.
So I just got diagnosed with celiac disease, and I've had to completely change my diet. And I forgot to take out chicken last night, so I was like, fuck, I'm gonna have to order food for lunch. But like, where the fuck can I eat? Because I live in Virginia Beach, there's no gluten-free places here. So I did some research. Chick-fil-A has gluten-free buns, and I was kind of nervous because like I've had cross-contamination before, and I got my rash really bad. And Chick-fil-A, you were doing God's work. They package it separate. This is so important. Everybody needs to get on Chick-fil-A's level. You're doing great. Doing great, sweetie.
Eating out and being gluten-free can be quite complicated, but it doesn't have to be. If I'm eating out, I usually will opt for Chick-fil-A. The reason being is they offer these gluten-free buns and they wrap the food separately, so I usually get the grilled chicken club, so there's no fried chicken or any type of gluten. But you have to toast the bun or it'll taste like styrofoam. So let me know if you try it out.
The reality of being gluten-free is ordering from a restaurant but them not having any sauces that are gluten-free, so you have to walk across the street to another restaurant to get dressing for your food at the other one because this is the only gluten-free one.
Okay, this is a great question, and I thought I would answer it with a video because I think a lot of people assume that you can't eat out if you have like an allergy restriction, but we eat out all the time, and I really don't find many issues with eating out. I can pretty much go wherever I want. There's only a few places that I feel like don't have many options at all. For example, Raising Cane's, their chicken fries and the bread all have dairy, so it's really pointless for me to go there. But I'm trying to think of places I eat all the time. Burger King, McDonald's, Wendy's is a great one. Wendy's and Burger King have tons of options. I eat at Taco Bell sometimes. They're kind of bad about putting cheese on my stuff even when I ask them not to. KFC, Arby's, I used to eat at Arby's all the time. As far as restaurants go, I like to go to Chili's, Applebee's, Panda Express. There's so many options. Now, as far as finding what I can eat when I go out, I usually just Google like Panda Express allergen menu or McDonald's allergen menu. The one thing you want to make sure is that you're looking at the United States allergen menu and that it's current because they change all the time. Another great resource is godairyfree.com. I use that website all the time because sometimes allergy like charts can be really confusing to read, and their website makes it really easy to just go through and they list things out. They pretty much have an article on any fast food chain that you can think of, restaurants. It's amazing. I love that website.
Okay, so
I'm currently an hour away from where I'm staying in Illinois for work, just so I could get some gluten-free options. So there's not a Chipotle where I'm working, so got a Chipotle bowl for now. And then I don't know if you guys know, but Noodles and Company is actually very good with gluten allergies and gluten-free options. So I got some Noodles and Company. They spelled my name wrong, but I've got some Noodles and Company for lunch tomorrow. But that's kind of how I'm surviving right now. I didn't I did drive out here to touch Lincoln's lucky nose or whatever too, so it wasn't just for food, but I got some benefit.
Here's my review on the gluten-free fast food in London. First, Honest Burger, went there twice. It is so good. Their onion rings, gluten-free. I had this little chicken sandwich, very good, but their smash burger, wow. What was not so much wow was this Leon place. They have gluten-free chicken tenders. It honestly reminded me of school lunches. Their sauces were really good, but honestly could have gone without that. Also got the Hobson fish and chips. Should not have ordered it to my place. Should have ate it there. Probably would have been better, but still pretty good. My favorite things to get from Chick-fil-A is the grilled chicken sandwich with the bun, but the key is to toast the bun. It tastes a million times better. Then just add the toppings and Chick-fil-A sauce. Oh, so good.
Hello everyone, don't worry, parked cars off. This is part 2 of gluten-free fast food. So my daughter also has a gluten intolerance. Again, this is not for celiac. I don't know if this is celiac safe, so don't quote me on all this, okay? But if you're gluten intolerant, I had to bring my daughter, they're having a pizza party, and I could have just packed her a lunch, but I'm a bit extra, so I'm bringing her a piece of gluten-free pizza. And thanks to Little Caesars, they actually just started doing gluten-free pizza, and this might be my favorite gluten-free pizza. Like, look at that. It's very like Pizza Hut vibes, but Little Caesars coming through. It's so good. It only comes in pepperoni right now, but I'm assuming that's because they just don't want it to touch anything, and like their regular dough, so I'm sure it's like pre-made and they cook it and whatever. But you get 4 pieces. I packed one for my daughter. I'm going to eat one in the parking lot, and then when she gets back from her field trip, I will run in a piece of hot gluten-free pizza. So thank you, Little Caesars. I'm going to say this might be my favorite gluten-free pizza to order. So we'll see. Stay tuned.